This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Centennial, Colorado. I am here at Lime Painting. Since 2014, they have set the standard in customer service in painting projects across Denver. I am here with Nick Lopez, who is the president founder. Thanks for joining us here, Nick. Let's start off a little bit about yourself. 2014, but quite honestly, it was quite a few years before that you've been involved in that of painting. What really started out as a way for you to make tuition, pay the bills, get the books together. It now has turned into something that you realize really was your passion. Tell me how this got started for you.
Left Colorado, my home state, as a big-eyed 18-year-old college student. I'm actually an independent first-generation student, so I paid my way through school. I wrestled in high school, and I'll go to Michigan State and walk onto the team and get a scholarship, and that's how I'll pay for my way through college. Pretty logical at the time, but in all actuality, scholarship was a few years down the road. So I hung up the wrestling shoes, picked up the paintbrush. Pretty unique story, but in any case, just so thankful that 35 homeowners trusted me that first year. From there, it pretty much just spiraled and grew from there. I did that for 5 years in college, and it was probably my third year when I really started to realize, wow, okay, so many clients had told me, thanks for showing up, thanks for doing a good job. So I'm also sitting in business classes in conjunction and hearing competitive advantage, etc. So that third year is when it really started to come together that clients needed a consistent, reliable, and quality service provider in the paint industry. And so I got much more serious about coming up with that business model, something that could provide that consistent service.
Excellent. It also brought you back to your home state, Denver. Let's talk a little bit about painting. Nothing is more refreshing or changes the look like that of a fresh coat of paint. Do you enjoy actually being in the business of transforming spaces?
Absolutely. I think I really developed that passion when I was in college and actually getting on ladders and picking up paintbrushes and stacking my truck with ladders and sawhorses. Really became a passion at that point, but I understood that, in order to run a successful business, I couldn't be hands-on for the rest of my career, and that was a promise I made to myself that once I graduated, I wouldn't do that. And so since I've come back to Colorado, I work very closely with our home advisors, which bring a lot of value, as well as our production coordinators.
Wonderful. Really, paint maintains our aesthetics of our home. Here in Colorado, under the elements that we have year-round, does paint also protect our home as well?
Yeah, there's really no better barrier to protect substrate from water damage, from sunwear. Paint or any type of coating really is going to be that barrier that maintains the integrity and the aesthetics of whatever that substrate may be.
As a professional in this industry, you know that before you even take the top off a paint can, preparation is everything. Tell me what you actually do in the way of prep work.
That's a good question. No matter how good of a product you're using, if it isn't adhering to a foundation, a base that has integrity, it's really not going to last very long. We are very meticulous. Our advisors, they have a very trained eye to identify how a home weathers, as well as our production coordinators, all the way down to our crewmen, of course, which translates into quality prep, important part of a good paint job.
Absolutely. So once the prep work's done, then we go on to the quality of paint. You have to be budget conscious with the client, but what are some of the brands you recommend for people to put out there?
We predominantly use Sherwin-Williams. There's a lifetime warranty product that they supply. We've gravitated toward it, and that's really all that we use. It's called Emerald. Sherwin-Williams, that's definitely our staple product on exteriors. When it comes to an interior, we still stick with Sherwin. Duration is a product line that we really tend to gravitate toward. We also use plenty of Benjamin Moore quality products. Typically that top tier product is what we're going to lean toward.
I would say that as a craftsman, every job is kind of different out there. You're really taking a custom approach and therefore providing custom results. Is that really what you strive for?
Yeah, absolutely. That's definitely our philosophy. Quality prep, quality products, custom results, and ultimately that translates to a lasting impression.
As an owner, there are some things that I can do to actually help maintain my exterior, take a proactive approach. One of those is making sure that I have proper gutters that are working correctly. Is that an area that you help with as well?
Something that we've really grown into is gutter services, and it was a byproduct of, hey, well, we've invested a ton of prep, done a bunch of woodwork to establish that integrity on that base. We've used a quality product, we've used quality craftsmen. Ultimately, the source of that waterware is coming from the gutters, and so when there's failed gutters, reestablishing the integrity in the gutters by replacing them, it goes hand in hand with a good paint job.
You said earlier you look towards your home advisors, the ones that are really doing the assessing, advising, and auditing really to make sure the job is done correctly. Once you get that assessment from them, you're able to put a quote together. It describes everything in detail. Is it really the goal to deliver what you promise?
Absolutely. Especially in our industry, there's nothing more valuable than a reputation, and we take that to heart. Genuinely take our clients' best interests in mind, and that's really at the core of our home advisors, is having the client's best interest in mind.
Wonderful. We talked a lot about exterior, obviously living here in Colorado, but like you say, year-round, you're able to go in and do interiors as well. I would imagine with interiors, you're working with multiple services. The trim, but ceilings, walls, even that of staircases. Are you also working with multiple products, like not only paint, but stain as well?
Stains, lacquers, especially on kitchen cabinets. If it's a coating, we can apply it. We view ourselves as coating specialists. Just like you said, if it's a paint product, if it's a stain product, we're very skilled at applying it.
Excellent. You guys are up for the task. I know as a homeowner, I definitely want good quality, but at the same time, I want you guys in and out as quickly as you can. How important is hitting deadline and working within time constraints?
All the way at the beginning of the assessment is really finding out when a client is looking to have the work done. And in many cases, clients jet out of town and we get it done while they're gone, and they come home and the project's complete, and we do that final walkthrough.
What a nice surprise for them to come back from something like that. Obviously, inside the home, you're able to help with walls, with ceilings. Even out in the garage, you're able to do the floors. Coatings, is that something that's getting to be pretty popular there in the garage?
Yes, in my own personal home, have an epoxy coating. It's wonderful. It's great to walk outside with my socks on and not have to worry about the greasy floor. That's really something that our clients take to and we enjoy doing. And we talked about quality earlier. We don't do anything less than grind down the surface of the concrete floor. That's quite meticulous prep to us using top tier epoxy coatings as well.
Excellent. Viewers, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. On the website, take a look at the services they offer out there. But before you do that, check out the reviews as well as the testimonials. This is a company that started out with 35 clients from the beginning, took the risk on bringing somebody on to do a great job. They found out they did a wonderful job, went on to build a company that started in 2014. Also check them out on Facebook. They'll give you tips and hints on how to keep your home the best way possible. They've got an A+ rating on the Better Business Bureau as well. Obviously, we talk a lot about residential. What about for commercial customers? Is that something you're able to help with as well?
Absolutely. We view ourselves as high performance, a top tier paint and coatings provider. So when you're talking commercial, a lot of times we work with custom new home builders and partner with them on their interiors and exteriors. If there is any type of condominium complex or just a standard unit, if it's a demanding project, we're up for the challenge.
Wonderful. This really is a craft. How important for you to take that craft now and give back to the community?
Yeah, that's been something that has been important for me. As of a year ago, we started a nonprofit called Limelight Outreach. That's really been something that our advisors at Lime, as well as extended friends, have taken part in, partner with other nonprofits tailored towards the youth within our community.
That is a great story. Viewers, last time, take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. You're going to see their contact information at the bottom. Check them out on the website. You can put your name, phone number, contact in right there, and they'll come out and give you a free estimate. Come out and find out if they can help you with, be it an exterior, interior, commercial, or residential. It's a company brand new for 2014, but brings quite a few years of experience to the table right here in Denver. For the folks out there, you can check them out on the Facebook as well. Get limed. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.